y'all? This is Corvus. We're back with the last episode in my Amy's story series. Today we're going to be covering the last 3 chapters of Amy's story from SoulCaliburVI. Chapters 8 through 10. You know, it's been a couple weeks since the last upload. So, let's hope y'all remember more than I do, because I don't remember a lot of what we watched, what we covered, in Chapter 7, last episode. Yeah, maybe I should either get a consistent upload schedule or maybe go and rewatch my old videos if I'm gonna be doing series like this. I will say though that if there's one thing I do remember is that this is very, very consistently top tier character writing and development, at least for me when it comes to Amy. Maybe that's just my bias talking, but oh fucking well, alright? It's Amy, she's awesome. I don't want to fucking hear it. Nah. But yeah. I'm gonna be covering the last 3, so that's gonna take some time. And then after that, there's something I want to talk to you guys about in terms of what I'm doing going forward. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. Eyes that pierce the soul. What will fear of an uncertain future bring? As well as words described things not entirely of this world. The cursed sword that devours souls, Soul Edge. Its host, Nightmare, their kin, the Malfested, and Raphael's mad plan to end war by... Fuck, I need glasses. By using the cursed sword as bait for the feuding nobles. Jesus fucking Christ. Dyslexia and being 60 feet away from the fucking TV are a bad combo, bro. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah. Let's do it.
If Raphael's plan succeeds, this world of strife shall meet its end. It would be but a simple task with the power of the cursed sword in his hands.
Ugh.
I understand your suspicion, so let me tell you one more thing. Those monsters you fought, the mindless scum no better than beasts, they are the Malfested. Those who gained but a small fraction of the cursed sword's power.
Malfested? From the cursed sword?
Raphael is brilliant, and his skill with the sword is marvelous, but his crowning glory is his madness. That is the true key to obtaining the cursed sword, and I'm sure he will do it. Now answer me this, young Amy. What will you do if Raphael's mind is lost and he becomes a monster?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's an ironic twist of fate that those with the abilities to reach Soul Edge are most vulnerable to it. They either end up its meal or its marionette. It follows that your precious father will likely become a ghastly Malfested.
Huh?
Oh, my sincerest apologies. He is not your father, is he? Nor is he someone important to you, just a man you're with by chance. Correct? Such cruelty! And here I was, willing to do so much for Raphael, thinking you cared for each other. If those who strive to lay the foundation of humanity's next step forward are not bound together by their passion, what meaning does any of it have? Or have I misunderstood? Tell me, young Amy.
No, I misunderstood. Trying to get you to talk. You already talk plenty. I should have been trying to make you quiet.
Oh.
What a lovely color. You were
I got
once
so
little
much to
more than a
talk about
living
that.
doll, but now you are so very human. What a perfect subject. What a dramatic change. You wish me silenced. You wish to save Raphael. Then you'll need to impale me on that sword of yours. Come, young lady. Show me your resolve. Show me your soul!
Oh, oh, that fucking orb. That goddamn orb. That fucking crystal ball. Oh, I have
Why
so
am I
much to say about
suddenly
that.
weak?
You must try harder for that.
Oh yeah,
bright
if there's one thing I
future of
remembered
yours.
about last episode, it
On
was
guard.
the second time, I believe, in the series that we actually got to fight. And I was ass.
Stick with me.
It was bad. Which means this might go bad between y'all. I'm about to go through it like I ain't never seen before. Oh my lord.
Perfect. Just give me a little bit more.
On guard. I'm going to shut you up.
That's the spirit.
Just a bit more.
Oh, okay. I'm slightly better than expected.
What's the matter? I thought you wanted to silence me.
I'm not done yet.
As well as character is.
What was
Yeah.
that light?
He's alright.
Ugh. What is this?
My. You can still move so well after the orb's power affected you? You really are something. You never let down your guard to your surroundings. However... No matter how acute your perception, you cannot predict the impossible, can you?
How?
You shouldn't be so careless, young Amy. You
Cover is
hesitated before
such
striking
awesome
the
art.
final blow. When you're angry, your left leg leaves you open. It's so delightfully human of you. Unfortunately, from now on, I shall make you my little doll. Oh, it won't be all bad.
Alright, so. I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that y'all don't know about SoulCalibur lore. Just because SoulCalibur lore isn't something that is really touched on a lot. Like, people don't go out searching for it. It's just a weapons fighting game to most people. They either play it competitively, or they play it for the character creators or the fucking collabs. like with Geralt's in this game, so on and so forth. But that was heavy foreshadowing there. Like, that wasn't even foreshadowing. That was just knocking you right upside the head with it. If you know your lore. It could have been in 3 as well, but in SoulCalibur 4, there was this character, Viola, who her weapon was a crystal ball, an orb. That's Amy. That's literally Amy. And I think Bamco really made... They really missed a golden opportunity when they were still updating SoulCalibur 6 to put Viola as a DLC character. Although, to be fair, Amy was already DLC for this game, which I think is bullshit, because Amy's awesome, but that's just my bias talking. But, yeah, that's crazy. That, with that, though, that does make me hope, and actually pretty confident in that if they do release a SoulCalibur 7, which I think they will, because SoulCalibur 6 was pretty decently well received. I mean, you know, for a SoulCalibur game, it's pretty popular. It got a lot of people I knew who liked SoulCalibur back in the day back into it, even though it didn't get a bunch of promotion like, you know, the Street Fighters or the Mortal Kombat's of the world did. But I think it did better than Tekken 7, both sales and just commercially. Like, up until... Actually, I think even now, there's still a decent competitive scene for SoulCalibur Online. So, I see no reason they wouldn't make a SoulCalibur 7, although, because I haven't seen any news on it, it's probably not gonna be a ways off. Be lucky to hear an announcement by 2025, to be honest. Which sucks, because this game's been out a long fucking time. But, whatever. Point is, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I do want to kind of touch on as well as a character. He has some interesting concepts, and he's very unique in the world of SoulCalibur. You don't really have a lot of characters like him. Most of the evil characters are evil for the sake of being evil, like your nightmares or your... What the fuck is his name? Ivy's dad. I don't fucking remember his name. The fucking pirate. Cervantes. Or Astaroth. They're just dicks and evil for the sake of it. But Asbel, he's evil, but not because he wants to be evil or because he's trying to be. He's evil because that's a byproduct of his ideology and his god complex and his almost, not even almost, his psychopathic and cold and calculated desire to study humans. Well, maybe it's a sociopath, but whatever. Not the point. Point is, he's a very... I do believe, if I recall correctly, I did touch on this earlier in the series, but he's very much an Orochimaru Aizen type villain. A very Hisoka-esque villain, right? Like, he's... he's very much everyone's version of like a deep, edgy, like devil's advocate kind of villain. But he does have some quirks to his character that make him interesting. For me, at least. But, it's ruined by so many cliches. Like, it's dialogue like his that makes me glad that this game doesn't have fully animated CG cutscenes. Because just the facial expressions would have been rough, to say the least, just because his personality is very basic. Even if he does have some shining bits of brilliance put in there, relatively speaking. Then there's also the idea that he touched on with Raphael becoming Malfested. I think I also touched on this earlier, but that's a nice callback to a different timeline where Raphael and Amy were vampires. Like, when I say vampires, I mean they were literally vampires, like in everything but name. Like, Raphael even had this whole Dracula aesthetic to him. I believe that they were actually called Malfested back then as well. It's been so fucking long, I don't remember. I would like to get on those and do something with that one day, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there's just so many really cool Easter eggs thrown out through here. And just, it really shows that the writers really care. And I appreciate that. Especially in a genre that doesn't take its story as seriously as other genres in the medium. But I digress. Better move on to the next one, otherwise this video is gonna be hours long. If it'll even let me record for that fucking long. Alright. Chapter 9, Her Imperfect World. The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless feuds. But such power and politics were far removed from a young girl who knew only the slums of ruin. Growing up surrounded by crime, depravity, and violence, she learned at a young age how to look out for herself and survive. She built walls around herself until her world consisted of nothing more than a single chair. That is, until one fateful day. I feel like I remember where this is going, but I don't.
I'm in ruined slums?
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
A loathsome brat. She took everything from us.
I'm gonna feast on her torn flesh. Nothing less will satisfy my fury.
You must know the things you've done. You deserve this.
What's going on here? Soldiers? 4 of them. with spears. These footsteps. They're...
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals.
Raphael!
None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Raphael! Can't you hear me? Raphael!
This way! Over here!
No, this back alley can't be my end.
The footsteps lead here. A surprisingly stupid move for him. Surround the alleyway! Search everywhere!
Yes, sir!
Wait. No!
There he is! Kill him if he resists!
So this is where it ends.
Death to traitors!
Ugh. I die in disgrace. Alone, without so much as a name on my lips. Fate, I curse thee!
Raphael! Raphael! Raphael. Why did I shout his name? I still don't even understand why I decided to follow him. It was mere chance that I saved his life. Nothing more. But from that moment on, Raphael was always there for me, providing me with the future. Hope only brings disappointment. I know this, and yet...
Okay. But, yeah. That, malfested Raphael we saw was pretty close to what he looked like when he was a vampire. Speaking of, Raphael... you know what? I've talked too much already. I'll get into Raphael during the playthrough of Raphael's story. Where it seems a tad bit more appropriate there. Alright, the final chapter, the Radiant One. What meaning was there to this illusion? As well as the orb showed Amy. Was there a glimpse of Raphael's final moments? A hint of the future to come? What path will this young girl take?
Raphael.
Milady! Thank goodness.
Malus? Then you found me unconscious outside.
Yes, I thought for sure you'd gone and put yourself in danger again. But there was no sign of anything amiss when I found you.
Where's Raphael?
Calm yourself, milady. The young master left just the other day. It's not good for your constitution to sulk so much over his absence.
Right. Raphael's away. Traveling. He's searching for something. And something bad's going to happen. I just know it. But I can't remember what. Some of my memories are gone.
The young master is sure to be back. I believe it's his wish that you remain here and wait patiently for his return.
Yes, but... those who seek stasis must never cease their step. I couldn't remember who it was that first spoke the words that flashed into my mind. As I said them to myself, I was filled with a powerful sense of revulsion. Still, they somehow resonated with me. Malus, my sword. Also pack my things. I'm heading out.
No, milady. is what I'd like to say, but I expected this. There are 2 conditions. First, you must take me with you. And second, you must find a skilled guard to escort you.
And if I refuse?
Well, perhaps I'll chop off a finger each time you resist.
That's unfair. But I'm glad.
Something has changed in you, milady. Take it. It is your sword, Albion.
I swear upon the sword that binds us. I'll live so as not to lose. No matter how dark the road I must travel, this sword will light my way. Albion, the Radiant One, his hope, his dream, and mine.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the 2 swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, so... yeah, that was that. That happened. Yeah, personally, with the whole Viola thing there, now that I remember the ending being as open-ended as it was, that may have just been an Easter egg thing. Or, no. I'm tripping. I'm losing my mind. No. Oh, fuck, no. It's, maybe I really should start scripting these things, but, you know. I prefer my content to be a bit more authentic. Not that scripts aren't authentic, but, you know, I prefer raw, uncut, that kind of thing. Especially because if I did script my shit out, well, it might be months before you get another video out of me, because I do not do well with scripting. In fact, I've been working on a hell of a boss video for months now. Like, actual months. I haven't even gotten to the actual script yet. I'm still taking notes. So, yeah. Exactly. But, speaking of other videos, how are y'all feeling about this? Do you want me to just jump right into Raphael's story? Or do you want me to go and explore something else? I was thinking of restarting Ghost of Tsushima and doing a Let's Play of that. I would say restart, but I only really got past the prologue. I did one session and just haven't touched it since. Just because I really didn't feel like I'd have the time to really get invested in something super heavily involved like that. Like, that seems like huge time investment. But it'd be worth it to go and do a playthrough with you guys and give you guys my genuine reaction. Yeah, just kind of let me know what kind of content you would like to see me pursue. And down in the comments, or hit me up on any one of my social media, which will all be linked into the description. Yeah, that was it. That was Amy's story. Thank all 2 of y'all for watching. I've been Corvus. You've been whoever the hell you are. Have a fucking good one, man. We out here.